भारतीय वायुसेना दुनिया की सबसे सक्षम और पेशेवर वायुसेनाओं में से एक मानी जाती है। अपने साहस, रणनीति और अदम्य पराक्रम से उसने कई मौकों पर देश का गौरव बढ़ाया है। एयर मार्शल रवि कपूर पीवीएसएम, एवीएसएम, वीएम भारतीय वायुसेना के एक सेवानिवृत्त अधिकारी हैं। उनके पास 40 वर्षों से अधिक का समृद्ध सैन्य अनुभव और 5000 से अधिक फ्लाइंग घंटों का रिकॉर्ड है। कंटेंट क्रिएटर ऋत्विक के पॉडकास्ट में हम जानेंगे भारतीय वायुसेना की सफलता की कहानी, उसकी उपलब्धियां और भविष्य की उसकी तैयारियों के बारे में सीधे एयर मार्शल रवि कपूर से।
आप अपनी जर्नी को अभी तक देखते हैं, अपनी लाइफ को, तो हाउ डू यू सी इट?
Oh, I see it as a journey which was full of adventure, full of changes. It taught me that the only thing that is constant in our life is change. The journey has been full of, 39 years of service. I saw 32 postings.
Wow.
So every year, a little more than a year, I was moving, and so with me, my family moved. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है कि मेरी डॉटर ने जब तक वो 12th में पहुंची 10 स्कूल चेंज किए थे।
ओके।
तो वो अब जब उसने सब ग्रेजुएशन वगैरह कर लिया तो मुझे बोलती है कि आपके साथ जिंदगी बिताने का एक सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये रहा है कि आपने मेरे को हमेशा ही बिल्कुल अनसेटल्ड रखा। सो दैट इज वन, एंड सेकंड इज I was in a profession which was my passion.
जी.
So, which is the win-win combination for anybody.
Absolutely.
आपके पेरेंट्स होते हैं, वो बोलते हैं नहीं आप इंजीनियर बनो, आप डॉक्टर बनो, आप ये करो, आप वो करो, सब कुछ आपको बताते हैं ये करना है। फॉर्चुनेटली मेरे पेरेंट्स ने कभी मुझे ये नहीं बोला कि आपको ये करना है, आपको वो करना है। सो आई थिंक दैट वाज वन ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज। मेरे को काफ़ी टाइम मिला सोचने के लिए कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए। And what I realized was that one message that I have for everybody is, a lot of times you feel that you are not successful, you are not the best, but then God will give you opportunities in life to prove that you are the best.
Yeah.
So how I realized it was, जैसे मेरी बेटी की बात करी मैंने, वैसे ही मेरे फादर भी ट्रांसफरेबल जॉब में थे
जी।
तो 10th मैंने गुजरात में किया, 11th मैंने महाराष्ट्र में किया और 12th फिर गुजरात में किया।
ओके।
तो और दोनों बोर्ड अलग, दोनों की पढ़ाई बिल्कुल अलग,
बिल्कुल
करिकुलम अलग, सो वेरी अनसेटल्ड, एंड आई डिडंट डू वेल एट ऑल इन माय 12th, एंड आई फेल्ट दैट आई डोंट थिंक आई एम अ गुड स्टूडेंट, आई डोंट थिंक आई विल सक्सीड इन लाइफ, बट व्हेन आई वेंट टू कॉलेज, in the 3 years which were stable, I passed out with distinction. So it meant that life will throw up situations with you like they say curveball.
Yeah.
But you will also get your chance in under the sun. So
True.
Just wait for your chance, and that is exactly what happened in military also, in Air Force. I kept moving. There were so many challenges were there. When I was about to get to the next level, sometimes I'll break my leg, sometimes I'll break my shoulder, but finally, where the journey, it is not the end, but the journey. I enjoyed the journey.
जी. Persistence begets success, like they say. And
Yes.
That's something that's very visible in your career and how we also know you. So, sir, let's dive right into it.
Okay.
There's a very famous statistic. जब हम देखते हैं एयरफोर्स की रैंकिंग्स आती हैं either through Statista or many other forums, तो if we only rank it country wise, not by the exact forces, because out of the first 5, I think the first 3 are belonging to the US itself, US Air Force, US Marine, US Navy, but if we rank it country wise, तो तीसरे नंबर पर after US and Russia, Indian Air Force का नाम आता है। What is it that makes the IAF so special?
See, what makes IAF special is one has to go into the history.
Okay.
If you see, when we gained independence, immediately after we gained independence, we were attacked by the Pakistanis. So 48 war, if you remember. and a lot of tribals were sent in to capture J&K, to take over J&K because of the king of Jammu and Kashmir had acceded to
Maharaja
India.
Hari Singh.
So, what was it that India could have done at that point in time? It was the Air Force which sprung into action. Dakota, which was not a pressurized aircraft, we were flying day and night, and we transported troops from anywhere in the country to Srinagar. While the firing was going on, we were landing there. Spitfires went there and did attacks against the tribals. So something which is out of the ordinary. Then we went and landed in Leh. Nobody had even imagined somebody would go and land at 11,000 feet.
Yeah.
Then we went and landed at Daulat Beg Oladi, which is the highest runway in the world.
Okay, what altitude?
It is about 14,000 feet or so.
Okay.
13, 14,000. I don't remember it right.
No, but
somebody can Google it. But that is where we landed. No other country in the world has done that. Then we did, 65 war, 71 war, 99 Kargil war. Then all these operations that we have been doing. You see the kind of, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief. We were the first to go to Venezuela almost.
Yeah,
across more than halfway across the world.
Yep, absolutely.
Fly there, So, and the other part is we have constantly interacted with other major air forces of the world in our exercises. So it is the leadership of the Air Force throughout. It is how innovative we have been. We have always felt that we are a little short in terms of technology and in terms of numbers. Even today, if you see, Op Sindoor, you see, we are down to 29-30 squadrons against 42 squadrons. But what did we do to Pakistan?
Everyone.
In 88 hours, that country was on its knees.
Yep.
So there are 2-3 aspects why Indian Air Force. One is these rankings. These rankings they are independent. So me sitting here on a sofa and telling you that IAF is good, a lot of people will say, I'm from IAF, so I have to say IAF is good. But that is not the issue. The issue is that, as they say, proof of the pudding is in eating it. So one is how you perform in wars is the measure of your capability.
Absolutely.
So there are 2 factors that come. So one is your combat capability, your technological capability, how advanced is the technology of Air Force, how well you have adapted to the latest contemporary technologies, and how do you look at future technologies, and how will you integrate them into the Air Force. The other is most important is man behind the machine. So how you train your people. And a lot of people think that Air Force is nothing but fighter aircraft. But there is a whole ecosystem environment which has to be nurtured for years for the entire Air Force to deliver when the time comes.
Absolutely. And I think this is one of the things which I also had in mind. And you rightly pointed out, sir, कि जब हम from an external point of view, from a civilian point of view, जब हम ऐसे देखते हैं, तो Indian Air Force का नाम बचपन से जब भी सुना है, तो you associated with the aircraft, the Mirage, the Sukhois, the MiGs. But the reality is कि a machine is just a machine without the man behind it, like you said. और I want to also ask कि वो क्या values होती हैं? What is the structure, the organization which then allows the Bharatiya Vayu Sena to function as this unit?
So every organization, when it was formed to what it is today, there is a lot of changes. You have to adapt to the changing environment. You have to adapt to changing technologies. You have to adapt to the contemporary war fighting techniques. And so your evolution is, like we said earlier, constant is the change is the only constant. So Air Force is constantly evolving and changing. So it is not only what we did was fighters was one part of it. But when the time came, we said that okay, we should have aircraft which are kind of give more legs to our fighters. That means air-to-air refuelers are required. That you can go much longer, do a much longer mission. And then you said, okay, with this all ground radars only, will we be able to monitor the entire volume of airspace that we have to defend?
Right.
The defense of the airspace of the nation is the responsibility of Indian Air Force. So we need to understand that the ground radars have certain amount of limitations. तो अगर ground radars में limitation है तो उसको हम कैसे पूरा करेंगे? So we went and got AWACS, airborne warning and control aircraft. So then we developed our own AEWNC, the one which just got final operation clearance. So this part. Then the other part is, the man behind the machine that we are talking about. The people who are flying the aircraft, then people who are maintaining the aircraft, and the people who are controlling the aircraft. So the fighter controllers, air traffic controllers, engineers, pilots, and then who are supporting them, the logisticians, the administration, the accounts, the medical. So everybody becomes involved in ensuring that the capability of the Air Force to fight a war remains very, very sharp.
And that's very
so that training, one is the machine, the other is the training. So the training is the most important part of it.
Right.
That till a pilot or an engineer or a technical officer does not reach a particular level of competence, we focus only on training and on-the-job learning. With the freedom that yes, that you have to start innovating, you have to start understanding what is happening around you.
Right.
So it is an ecosystem that is evolved over a period of years, and that is how the Air Force has evolved into a very, very formidable Air Force. It's because of the leaders that we had, leaders like, Marshal of the Air Force, Arjun Singh, our first chief, Subroto Mukherjee, and the chiefs and all other officers thereon, people who have won gallantry awards and things like that.
Sir, you have seen the whole spectrum of what one can achieve in the Air Force, right? When we look at your career trajectory, you started as a fighter pilot, flight lieutenant, squadron leader, wing commander, group captain, air vice marshal, air commodore, air vice marshal, and then air marshal. So you've seen the whole trajectory that one can possibly follow. Training के साथ साथ वो क्या values होती हैं that you are given so that you become a leader as well within the Air Force?
It is a process. It is a process which has two parts. One is which is a structured process that you go through courses, you go through training. All the time you are getting trained.
Okay.
There is the training never ends actually.
Okay.
And the second is is what you learn by yourself.
Okay.
So both of them become extremely important as you go along. The values, like a lot of time I used to go and ask people. When I used to go to stations, I would get all officers and people otherwise, and I asked them, okay, do you think you are a reflection of the society? So a lot of them would say yes.
Okay.
Then I would again ask them, please think, and then another answer. And after some interactions, they said, no, we are not a reflection of the society.
It's not an easy question.
Yeah, nothing is easy.